I'm often asked what my definition is of an authoritarian parent. So my response to that is that there are really three different kinds of parents. There are authoritarian parents, and there are permissive parents. The authoritarian parent is the one who gets all his needs met and controls the child, so the child loses and the parent wins. But the permissive parent is just the opposite, where the child wins and the parent loses. That is where it's in favor of the child's needs, and whatever the child wants, these permissive parents try to give the child whatever the child wants. Now, the argument that is out there all over the United States, in many of the other countries where we have programs, is that we don't want permissive children. Oh, we don't want to be permissive parents. They know what the effect of that will be. And so they think the only alternative then is to be an authoritarian parent. We say, no, there are three possibilities: authoritarian, permissive, or democratic. In authoritarian, it's the parent who has the power over the children. Permissiveness, the children have the power over their parents. And the democratic, there is no power being used. They use non-power methods. They set rules together. It's an equalitarian kind of partnership relationship of trying to establish a more democratic family, never using punishment, using methods of influence, allowing the children to participate in setting rules in the family. And when children participate in setting rules, these children feel there are rules, and they follow those rules. We had an experience in our family when our child was very, very young, 5, 6, or 7, I can't remember exactly when it was. And we sat down, we said, we have to divide, let's make some rules and divide up some of the work around the home, which we did. It took a couple hours to do this. And then the beauty of this is when they are given an opportunity to make rules that they're expected to follow, they're much more apt to keep to those rules and stick to them. And because they feel, gosh, I participated. There are rules, not my parents' rules. And this is more like a democratic family where nobody is the boss. People often ask my daughters, one or both of the daughters, describe the family that you have, and with your father writing these books about parenting, you know, what kind of a family do you have? And almost invariably they say, well, in our family, there's no boss. Now there's almost universal confusion among husbands and wives about that. Who's going to be in control? Is it going to be the man, which traditionally, historically, the man has been the one in control? Or is it going to be the woman in control? Well, this either-or thinking is so prevalent. They can't think that there is another alternative. That is, nobody is in control. It's more of a partnership relationship. So now we're beginning to see the emergence of many more partnership relationships where they make rules together, they share the work. Nobody is seen as the head of the household. So this move, it's slow, but it's coming, that the husband-wife relationship is changing in the direction of more democracy, more of a partnership type of relationship. Of showing people how to live democracy. I mean, we have a democracy in this country, but we don't live it in our human relationships. And now this is the next revolution that I think is going to occur. Husbands and wives are going to become more partnerships. Parents and children are going to be more in partnerships rather than either authoritarian or permissive. And we're seeing it today in industry, probably quicker than in any other institution. Now we're finding that so much of the work is done in business and industry in teams where there is no boss. The boss might be in there, but there might be other bosses in other departments who are in there too, you know. But when they get together and define a problem, it's a team, and everybody can participate in trying to solve the problem. And there's more and more democracy going on now in business and industry. And of course, we have a course called the Leader Effectiveness Training, and we're now watching these organizations change dramatically when they begin to use these no-lose methods of solving problems.